Hello everyone. This presentation will provide you with information regarding the Applied Practice Experience, which is a degree requirement for MPH students in the College of Public Health at The Ohio State University. My name is Dawn Williams, and I am the Assistant Director of Practice Education and Career Services in the College of Public Health at The Ohio State University. By the end of the presentation, you should be able to understand the purpose and goals of the Applied Practice Experience, the requirements, ways to find an Applied Practice Experience opportunity, and when and how you will get enrolled in the Applied Practice Experience course. The Applied Practice Experience is also called APE. Now let's get started. What is the Applied Practice Experience practicum? It is the #1 option for the Applied Practice Experience. Hold tight, we will discuss other options that students may select for their Applied Practice Experience later in the presentation. The practicum is the most popular option that students select, so that will be the focus of this presentation. The #1 goal of the APE, no matter what options students select, is to obtain competency attainment. To allow students to apply what they are learning in the classroom and apply it to the real world of public health. The APE is a requirement for MPH students in compliance with CEF, the Council of Education for Public Health, which is the accrediting body for schools and colleges of public health. The APE is an opportunity for students to test drive a career choice in public health, to learn new skills, and network with public health professionals. The APE is an evaluated experience supervised by a preceptor with deliverables that we call work products that are of benefit to the organization. As I mentioned earlier, students have different options for their APE. The most popular is the practicum internship option. As you can see here, the other options include course-based activities, which is performing a needed task for a public health or healthcare organization under the supervision of your faculty advisor, who will be assisting the organization. Activities linked to service learning, as well as co-curricular activities such as service and volunteer opportunities that are organized by a student organization. Since implementation of these other options, students so far have engaged in the practicum. Let's talk about more requirements for the APE. The APE practicum is typically completed the summer of the first year. Students may begin after they have completed between 15 and 20 hours toward the MPH degree. There is a little flexibility with our PEP students. PEP students may begin the practicum with less than 15 hours toward the MPH degree. Students must be in good academic standing. Students must be able to register for 2 semester hours and pay fees the semester they begin the APE. Activities and projects should address 5 competencies, with 3 being foundational and 2 specialization competencies. Students must complete a total of 120 hours at their practicum site or remotely. PEP students can complete their APE at their place of employment. They can also spread it over 2 semesters. Some of the end of semester deliverables that will be required at the end of the project include a final report, a student evaluation, preceptor evaluation, faculty evaluation, and 2 work products. Okay, let's talk about how to find APE opportunities. Let me start out by saying we do not place you in an APE opportunity. And an APE opportunity will not fall in your lap. You have to put in the work. It is ultimately your responsibility to utilize the resources that we provide you here in the college. Finding an APE involves a mix of activities initiated by you, the student, faculty, and myself as the coordinator to provide you with some resources. Let's talk about some of the ways to find an applied practice experience. Handshake. I hope all of you have completed your profound handshake to 100% and you are utilizing it. Handshake has an array of opportunities in public health, both local, out of state, national, and remote. You can filter by location and many other things to narrow down what is right for you. The College of Public Health Applied Practice Experience webpage has opportunities for many of our established employers and organizations that have hosted our students in the past. Third, networking, the number one way to find jobs nowadays and other opportunities. Let everyone know what your career interests are. Attend events with public health professionals to connect. These events can include conferences, college-sponsored events, especially with alumni. Let your family and friends know that you are seeking opportunities in public health. Attend career fairs here at Ohio State. In the spring semester, there are a ton of career fairs in which many employers are on campus to recruit Ohio State students for jobs and internships. Find an opportunity on your own. Reach out to organizations that you may have an interest in. Look at their website. Many of them have their own internship programs and applications right on the website, in which you can start the process right there. Involve yourself in public health professional organizations, both local and national. Organizations like the Ohio Public Health Association, the American Public Health Association. Many of these organizations have student chapters and membership rates that offer many benefits to you as a student. Utilize all of these avenues. It's great practice for your job search, which will happen much sooner than later. Again, here are some of the resources that I just spoke about, as well as active links of many organizations that have public health opportunities. More of the resources that I mentioned earlier. On the left is the APE page on the website, where many of the opportunities are from our established employers will be housed here. Once they start coming in, which is usually late November and early December, you will see this site populate with many opportunities. On the website, we also have a page where many of our students share information about their APE experience and the process they had with finding their APE, which would be helpful to some of you as well. I will say that finding an APE practicum is a process and consists of 7 important stages. The first stage is to do some self-assessment. What are your public health interests? What new skills do you want to learn? What are you curious about in public health? And what career field do you want to test drive? I always ask students, what motivated you to apply to a degree in public health? And use that as a guide when deciding on your APE. Again, planning and exploring opportunities. Consulting with your faculty advisor. Meeting with them and letting them know what your career goals are. The next step is, once you've located and you've determined and finalized an applied practice experience, you want to complete the online learning agreement and await approval from the Office of Academic Programs and Student Services. Once the learning agreement is approved by the OAPSS staff, the course will be added to your schedule. Students cannot add the APE course to their schedule. It has to be initiated by a learning agreement that is submitted online. Once the OAPSS staff has received your learning agreement, check your Buckeye link to make sure the course has been added to your schedule. After that, once the semester begins that you've registered for, you'll start your APE, which will be 120 hours. At the end of your APE, there are deliverables that you are evaluated on. Again, as I mentioned, the final report, all of the evaluations, and 2 work products. Where do students do their APE? Students do their APE at a variety of organizations, government agencies, local, county, and state health departments. One great thing about Columbus is we have local, county, and state departments right here in our city. Many consulting firms, healthcare facilities, nonprofit organizations, health research entities, private organizations, international organizations, as well as universities. I wanted you to visually see some of the APE project titles that our students from last summer were engaged in. This information can also be found in the Carmen module. More projects for you to visually see what our students have worked on in the past. And this slide here shows you some of the practicum sites where our students are engaged in their practicum APE. Many local organizations, many nonprofit organizations locally in other cities and in other states. What are the next steps? Think about your interests, goals, and what new experiences you would like to gain. Also, think about how much time you can devote weekly to your APE before you reach out to organizations. Have that in mind. Continue to explore, read college emails, handshake, go to organizations' websites, stay abreast of the information shared on My Career Plan, talk with your faculty advisor, and engage with second-year students and ask them about their APE if that opportunity arises. Review the APE requirements on the website. Review the competencies on the website. Again, your APE has to address 5 competencies. 3 foundational and 2 specialization. So make sure you are aware of those. To share a brief timeline. Autumn semester, review the requirements as you are in this online orientation. Explore opportunities by attending career fairs, utilizing Handshake, reading the newsletter, and staying abreast of the APE Practicum board on the website. Think about the best time for you to begin your APE. Spring semester, complete online learning agreement. You should have something confirmed by the middle of spring semester. Continue to explore options if you have not confirmed an APE. Meet with your preceptor, your advisor, to get your learning agreement filled out and approved so that you can begin your APE in summer. Summer term, you'll be engaged in your APE practicum. You should complete the requirements, final report to demonstration products, student evaluation, preceptor evaluation, and faculty advisor evaluation. Once you have explored opportunities and you have found an opportunity, now what? Meet with your faculty advisor for input. Review the competencies and make sure the activities and projects will address 5 competencies. Complete the online learning agreement and wait for the course to be added to your schedule. Again, students cannot register themselves for the APE course. The course for the APE is Public Health 7189 and it is 2 credit hours. The OAPSS office will add the course to your schedule when a completed learning agreement is received and it has been approved by both your faculty and your preceptor. Get familiar with the competencies, and the learning agreement can be found on the CPH website. It's the end of the semester, now what? The next slide will walk you through pulling it all together. At the end of the semester, student responsibilities include submitting their final report to Carmen, submitting their 2 work products to Carmen, and completing the student evaluation. Preceptor tasks include completing the preceptor evaluation. Students will be given a link to send to their preceptor to complete the evaluation. The evaluations can also be found on the Applied Practice Experience website. Faculty should go to Carmen and review their students' APE documents that were submitted. Their final report, the student and preceptor evaluations will be placed there by the coordinator. 2 work products should have been placed there from the student, and complete the faculty evaluation once all of the items have been reviewed. The coordinator, I make sure all items have been received. If they have, a grade will be posted. Together, at the end of the semester, the student's responsibility is to submit the final report to Carmen, submit the 2 work products to Carmen, and complete the student evaluation. I also advise students to email the final report and their work products to their faculty advisor and remind them that they're also posted on Carmen. The preceptor should complete the preceptor evaluation. Students will be given the link to send to their preceptor. The preceptor link, as well as all of the other links, can also be found on the APE page on the CPH website. Faculty's responsibility is to go to Carmen and review the student's APE documents, including the final report. The student and preceptor evaluations, as they are received, will be emailed to the faculty or put on Carmen. Review all of the student's materials, complete the faculty evaluation, and submit the grade to Buckeye Link. The coordinator's task is to make sure all items have been received. If so, the grade submitted by the faculty advisor will be officially posted. Pulling it all together, at the end of the semester, student responsibilities include submitting the final report to Carmen, submitting 2 work products to Carmen, and completing the student evaluation. Students should also email the final report and work products to their faculty advisor and remind them that they have also been posted on Carmen. Preceptor should complete the preceptor evaluation. Students should send the link to their preceptor to remind them to fill out the evaluation. All links for all of the evaluations can be found on the CPH website. Faculty should go to Carmen and review their students' APE documents, including the final report and the student evaluation, the preceptor evaluation, the 2 work products. After reviewing, complete the faculty evaluation and submit the grade to Buckeye Link. The coordinator will make sure all items have been received. If so, she will officially post the grade. Provide you with some examples of work products that past students have created. Literature reviews, flyers, PowerPoint presentations, podcasts. These are some of the work products that students have submitted. The work products has to be of use to the organization, and you also have to demonstrate how competencies were achieved. To share some advice from former students. Do your own research on the organization. Review their website and their social media. Ask what qualities an ideal candidate should have. Express why you are the ideal candidate for the role and what sets you apart from other candidates. Check your resume for errors before submitting. Be confident, professional, and positive at your interview. More advice from former students when searching for an APE. Think about what you enjoy. What are you passionate about in public health? What do you want to learn about? And tell everyone you can think of what you are looking for. Put the word out, read email postings from the department, talk to professors and classmates. From faculty. Make sure it's a match between your interest needs and agency needs. Should be benefits to both. Define project with clear boundaries. A little chaos, as public health work is always a bit unpredictable.